energy prices will be very, very high, but physical rationing of gas will be avoided. And there's huge downside risk to this assumption. If physical rationing were to occur, then economic activity would be much worse and we would have a deep recession in Europe.
What sort of role does China play in all of this as a swing factor for the European economy? Because on one hand, you could say that, for German factories, etc., there's obviously a lot of upside if China opens up again. But then the flip side is if China opens up again, they're going to start guzzling all the LNG that has been directed to Europe. So how would a China opening affect the European economy?
You're absolutely correct. So normally, of course, a strong China is very good for us. It's very good for our exports. It's very good for growth. However, over the last couple of months, given that economic activity in China was weaker, China didn't consume as much energy and as much LNG as normal. So this allowed Europe to deviate global LNG flows from Asia towards Europe and fill up its gas storages more quickly. So going forward, what happens in China will actually be very important. If China were to see a very forceful rebound and energy usage were to increase again, it would be more difficult for Europe to attract LNG.
Yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22 because for so long, some European industries have been reliant on the Chinese demand. Question about all the fiscal spending that we've seen, because governments all over the continent have come out with various fiscal plans, whether it's tax cuts, price breaks, etc., subsidies. It's all being quite costly. In an environment where interest rates are going up, this type of fiscal spending is not sustainable over the long term, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was good that governments have intervened. We've seen fiscal intervention of around 3.5% of GDP. 2.5% of that was for this year. 1% or so is for next year. I think if the economy were to slide into a deeper recession, governments would be forced to do a lot more active labor market policies. However, you're still right. The plan was, after the COVID crisis, that we would go back to fiscal consolidation, bring down our deficits, bring down our debt. And that is an effort that had to be delayed because of the energy crisis. So the medium-term challenge of fiscal consolidation, debt consolidation has become bigger, not smaller, unfortunately.